Hi beautiful souls, this is Archana with Divine Soul Resonance, welcoming each one of you to my channel with all my love and all my heart. Today I'm bringing forth messages for us to look at what is opening up in the month of March for us in the area of our work, our career, our finances, our love, relationships, and within our spirit. This is a general reading. If you'd like a personal private reading, I'm putting all the details in the description box. Let's go ahead. Let's look at the main theme that is opening up for the people in the month of March that collectively integrating. The major theme that we're integrating in March is that of the Emperor. This is card number 4. Numerology, March is the third month. Okay, 3 is about hope, optimism, growth, and expansion towards stability. And 4 is the number for stability. So in March, we are opening up and seeing how we are bringing stability in our life in all the areas that I talked about. Perhaps you will be encountering authority figures. Perhaps you will be encountering people in a position of authority, structures, how you relate to structures, how you relate to organizations. Perhaps you are looking to rise up in your company. Perhaps you are setting up a foundation for your new entrepreneurship, a new venture, and how you can stabilize that and have all the abundances flow in. If it is in a relationship, you're trying to find stability back in. Perhaps there have been discord in relationships. They have left you empty, depleted. And for some of you, you are breaking free from all of these patterns. How do you break free from strong structures? How do you break free from traditional viewpoints? Because this is also the card of strong traditional values. That's what I'm sensing here today. So let us see what's opening up in March. Where are we at in March? Where are we at, angels, in March? Judgment call. Card number 20. We are about second chances, a rebirth. This is the time for awakening. A call of awakening is taking place, and it is definitely related to how you relate to power, personal power, how there have been power struggles in your life. Where are some of the limiting beliefs that you have had, and where are some of the places where you do need to take charge? So the challenges you've had, and where and what areas you have overcome them. So we'll have a look at it, what's coming up around this. So what are the unconscious beliefs, or what is the unconscious driving factor that has brought up to this awakening? I like that. What are we aware of? What is the conscious awareness, angels? This is amazing. 3, 4, 5, energetically speaking. 3, 4, 5. I'm seeing a succession here. Okay. So what is, I'm going to get into the reading. Okay. Let me just get all the cards out. What are some of the energies that we are integrating that are around us? Which one flew out? 6 of Wands. I'll pick that up. That should be enough. Supporting energies. Let's start with this before I say what's opening up. This is where we are at. Second chances, a call of awakening of the soul. It is time to follow your soul's path and what you've come here to do. Third is also, the 3 is also the energy of working with the spiritual realm. Working with the spiritual realm. And this is rightfully so. You're very aware that any materialization that takes place, anything that's been taking place in your life, has to be first aligned with your spiritual self. So you are surrounded by, you are very aware of higher forces, and higher aspects of life, things that have not been in control. Up to now, you have tried to control certain situations. Is also the card of control. So whether it was in terms of a certain type of a job that you have, a certain path that you quote unquote chose for yourself, or a certain type of relationship which looked right for you, certain mindsets that you had that looked right for you at that time. They were right for you at that time, but they no longer hold true for you now. They no longer hold true for you now. Because I feel like many of you are going through a deep period of awakening. You've had many challenges, many battles that you've fought. So those are inner demons. Whether you've had losses in relationships or in companies, not making enough money, so completely shifting, a complete shift has taken place. I'm also sensing, which is not shown up here, is many of you have had many what we call in tarot as tower moments, are like bolts of lightning, shifts in lightning in terms of enlightenment, in terms of things just being pulled away from you. So sometimes rude awakenings and sometimes really welcome awakenings. Okay, so that has definitely taken place in your life in these different areas or specific areas in your life. Now, why are you here? Why are you here? Like, okay, I want a restart. I want a refresher. I want the slate clean and I want to begin all over again. I want a new life. I want a new chapter. I want to begin now. Doesn't matter my age, doesn't matter where I've been. I'm ready to start new. That's wonderful. That's where you are at right now. So what has led up to this point where in your life you're going for second chances, second chance at life, a rebirth, a new life? Has been the soul driving you. The soul is wishing for you to have abundance as your birthright, to be crowned, to have all that is due to you. The Empress, which is the mother element. And I feel like all these things that had taken place in the past have been bringing in a lot of healing, because that's what the supporting card is. That there has been a lot of emotional purging that has taken place. It doesn't matter whether you're in a career, your own work, or your relationship, or within your own self. There has been a lot of purging that's taken place. That's what I see here. And there has been a lot of emotional healing. So when we are doing emotional healing, there is a cocooning phase. You can't really be out and about and jumping. It's like you plant the seeds. They need to be in the earth, in the dark, moist, fertile land for it to grow, for it to be nurtured. So you've been in the womb of the mother. Okay, so this is the mother element of the universe, the yin, the fertile, the fertility, to bring forth your heart's desire, to bring forth what you truly are meant to experience in this life. Perhaps you have come to this point and saying, I've had all these experiences, they've led to this. I no longer wish to move through life with struggle. I no longer wish to move through life through limitations, through addictions, through losses. I wish to experience life through harmony, through peace, through love, through happiness, through joy. It's a choice. It's on a spectrum. Okay, so whether it is a loving job, a job where you feel really good, or the work that you're putting in, are you following and chasing money, or are you following your dreams? Where are you aligning your passions at? Are you filling yourself with patchwork of finding things where you're finding like this is your ship and you're patching that up with some sort of an addiction or some sort of a escapism, so that you don't feel what you're really missing? Perhaps it's the loneliness, it's the distrust, it's the sadness, it is a lot of loss. That's why I'm sensing that this is the time. Look at all that's in alignment in March. Whoever is tuning in, not thousands of people are not going to tune into my reading, only the ones who are tuning in right now. I'm really sensing that very big. Very big. You're going through a big period of emotional healing. You're finally coming home. You're going to be recognized and seen. That is supporting you. There are people who applaud you, people who welcome you. There is support because you are now standing up for what you believe in. This is the victory wreath. So this is surrounding you. This is where this Empress energy, which is, there's so many major arcanas here. You're going through a major period in your life. This is not just limited to March. This may just go on till May is what I'm sensing. Definitely it's going to go on till May. So what is all of this really bringing is really the Queen of Pentacles, which is all about stability. We've got the Emperor here and we've got the Queen of Pentacles, which is our feminine energy of understanding and receptivity. Receiving that guidance, receiving the higher call. That, all right, you know what? So far I've been taking, this is what seemed right for me to follow as my career path, but now I'm following my heart. What really my soul calling is. It may not bring the most money right now, but I'm really passionate about it. Follow that. Once you begin to follow that part of the passion, that is automatically going to bring you to a place of stability. It's going to bring you to a place of value. This is a person of value. They value themselves. They know the value of an opportunity that's given to them. So the second life, the value of life, what is the meaning of life for you now, is what is surrounding you. And you are being guided. You're drawing in. So perhaps for some of you, you may be drawing your source of inspiration through religion, through certain beliefs that you have, or perhaps you're challenging some of those beliefs and drawing your own belief patterns and an own belief system. That's for each one of you to see where you are at in your journey. But these are huge energies around you of success, of stability, of higher understanding, higher learning, of abundance, of fertility. That's huge. This is amazing. This is absolutely beautiful. So given this, what is opening up for the people? Where are we headed with all of this? Death, King of Cups, absolute transformation. Absolute transformation is opening up for you. You'll be making a choice. Two options, which direction to go. Any more messages for March for people? Thank you, angels. I do want to keep the conflict card out because that's at the bottom of the deck. We'll keep that here. This is what I'm sensing go together, and this one stands alone. So what I'm sensing here, which was this, oh, you were hidden. All right, we'll keep you hidden. If you haven't seen it already, I'm going to show you later. Awesome. What's opening up, my dears, is, let's start with this one, the Death card. The Death card in tarot speaks of is transformation. So transformation of old belief systems, transformation of higher order thinking, higher order learning, transformation in terms of how you have valued yourself, okay? How you have valued relationships. What have you been chasing and what should you be chasing? Should you be chasing at all? The big questions. These are the big questions that are going to be, you're going to be enlightened with. I don't need to see the Tower card. I'm telling you, I'm sensing that you're going through these Tower moments of enlightenment that's coming through with the Hierophant here. And there's a big transformation and a purity of the spirit coming through. So there's a cleansing of emotions. We've got the King of Cups, and we also have the energy of stabilizing those emotions. So the emotions which tell you, okay, you lost a job, you don't have money coming in, what are you going to do? You start to begin in the energy of worry, stress, anxiety. Begin to notice that is that what's causing. So emotions. We must continue to have strong belief, even though you cannot see it manifest now. If you do not have faith in your dreams, how can anybody else have it? Just because you don't see a plant sprout out does not mean it is not growing and being nurtured. So this is what you're learning. This is where the driving force is. This is what the driving force is for this change to take place, is the nurturing element. Okay, so that is being transformed. So if it is in a relationship, all those relationships where it were codependent relationships, which were affected by addictions, which were affected by power struggles, all of the less than divine connections. And now it's going to be changing. It's all going to be changing. When I talk about a change, it doesn't mean like you end one and you begin the other. And any which case, you should never be ending a relationship and jumping into another one. There should be that period where you actually feel those emotions of loneliness, the sadness. They're not ugly emotions. They're showing you on how to integrate that. That's a part of you, and how you can be independent. Okay, so this is this part of which, why I'm saying all of this is because this is what I'm seeing. That's what's opening up with all of the second chances. You're looking back. Okay, you're looking into your souls, your life, your journey. You're shining the light on the different options and opportunities that were available to you. Perhaps the different things that were temptations. Today I'm feeling this as a card of temptation. That created a lot of fog and a lot of confusion and a lot of illusions, very illusionary energy. You're looking back at the sense of entrapment. Perhaps you felt trapped in a job, or trapped in a relationship, trapped in a certain way of thinking. It is time. You're saying to yourself, it is time for me to make a change. So March brings about options. March is bringing about many choices for you. Now, which direction you take is for your own individual higher learning. You're going to know that. It's going to be different. A tarot reader or someone else cannot decide that for you. That is going to be your soul's journey and what you wish to experience at that time. That for sure is opening up for you. In relationships, what I'm sensing that's opening up for you is going to be there's a transformation in relationships within yourself, because I'm sensing that you are moving towards stabilizing within yourself. When you are stabilizing within yourself, you'll draw to you equal and divine partnerships, whether it is in work, whether it's in relationship, whether it's in intimate connections, but there is going to be a growth in that. So this energy of conflict, we see 5. This will all manifest by May. I'm seeing by May, okay, because I'm seeing a lot of 5s here, 5, 5, 5. And I have to make this as a 5, 5, 5 reading. Definitely things will materialize, clear out on what I'm saying right now a lot by May, because you'll be overcoming losses, regrets, moving towards truly what brings you happiness. All right. So that's what I am seeing as what's bringing. So what is opening up when you are making these choices and decisions? And look at what's opening up, which is what I was trying to hide from you guys, which is here, is the Sun card and the 10 of Pentacles. So when we are looking in terms of stabilizing something on the earth plane, this is the energy that each one of us wishes to experience. Ultimate happiness, fulfillment. You know, you're materially in a safe and a secure place. You have a great connection. You have a wonderful place. You are happy, okay, in connections, in your legacy. This is like a legacy creation. So you're really content. This is ultimate contentment on the material plane. You're not driven by ego. You're not driven just by lust and desire, excess of power, money, all of that, right? So this is in a very balanced state. So what I'm also sensing is that you're going to start to feel really yourself, you know, free, inner child healing, feeling really good about life. I love life. Life is amazing. I can do whatever I want. You know, this is happiness, abundance, joy, growth, prosperity. Now, having said that, I'm also sensing that many of you, because we're on different stages of this inner journey and opening up, for some of you, you are actually looking at what really brings me ultimate happiness, what really brings me joy. How is it that I can go about to bring more joy and more happiness? How can I release myself from these self-limiting beliefs where I feel trapped? What is it that I can do? So there's a lot of reflection that's going on. Okay, I'm feeling a constriction in my throat. So some of you I'm feeling here are feeling like trapped, like you haven't been able to speak up. Speak your heart's truth. Perhaps you literally have not been allowed to speak up. How is it that you can bring that about? So there's a change. 2s are about making choices. 2s are about really making a decision. So as you're doing this inner reflection, which is opening up in March for you, is that you're gaining more strength in emotions. So you're not allowing the past energy of loss, regret, sadness or things that did not work, perhaps people who have been jealous. All of that has been an energy which you had to deal with. I do see with all of these energies that you are drawing to you a loving partnership. You are perhaps going to be drawing in opportunities that are going to make you really happy, that are going to be very, very long term. I'm seeing long-term prosperity here, which is emotionally fulfilling and also very spiritually satisfying. Yeah, that's the word that I'm getting, is very emotionally satisfying to you. Really, it's one more time freeing your spirit to create the dreams, to create your own legacy. Now, what I do want to say with all of this is that, yes, all of these energies are here. Yes, all of this is opening up for you. Amazing opportunities, long-term stability coming towards you. But just because a long-term stability is coming towards you does not mean it will manifest in your life. All right. So I do need to talk about that part because it's important, because we listen to many tarot readers, we listen to astrologers, at the end of the day, I can be giving you the best thing right here, but it is up to you to open your arms to receive it. The opportunities that keep coming. There can be a destabilization that takes place for you, or constantly the universe is showing you that this is not the direction, but if you keep continuing going on that, then these energies are not going to manifest. So these decisions are not going to be, these challenges are not easy. It may be easy for one person, but it's not easy for every person. So each one of us has our own challenges and our own, what's the word I'm looking for? Our own blind spots. Okay, yeah, that's for sure. Like, there's certain things that I may be able to teach others very well, but I myself struggle with some of those things, right? So some of those belief patterns are ready to go. So I want to also just say that be gentle with yourself. Do be gentle with yourself. Don't get so harsh on yourself, like, oh my gosh, this should have manifested by now and I haven't done it. Relax and let go. Go with the flow. Because these energies, if you're actively working on taking small steps, okay, I'm going to do positive affirmations. I'm going to shift my mindset. I'm going to listen in to uplifting music. I'm going to listen into uplifting sermons or people, those who uplift my energy. I'm going to cut out the people, friends or just co-workers, or I'm not going to get out to lunch, which is going to drag me down. I'm going to be around people that are uplifting, that are more in alignment with who I am. They may not like me. I may. What am I going to allow into my energy field? That's a kind of a shift that I'm sensing up here. Okay, how is it that you can step into your role as this emperor, male or female, does not matter. Strong, stable legacy creation. For a legacy to be created, there are fears you have to overcome. There are certain risks you are going to need to take. Yes, you're going to be needing to be more vulnerable. One more time, in love, if you are really wishing to get that true love in, if you're really wishing to make that mark on the world in the right way, it will manifest. If it is for the highest good of all, and you are coming from a clear space, it will manifest without a shadow of doubt. If you're doubting, I'm here to remind you that if you have a clear conscience and you are not wishing to cause harm to anyone, it will manifest. It will manifest. It will manifest. You are not here to experience limitations. You're here to experience freedom, love, harmony, and abundance. It's what you allow in your thoughts. It's what you allow in your energy field. That's the key. I'll take a final message that will assist the people in March. Guidance. Guidance all around you. This is the Hierophant energy. This is guidance. When you make divine intelligence your foundation, when you make divine intelligence your foundation, you finally have a fixed star to follow. My parting message. Okay? When you make divine intelligence your foundation, what are your foundations? Strengthen yourself spiritually, anchor yourself in the spiritual realm. Everything else will take place on its own. What is your faith? And I'm not talking religion. What is your faith? What do you believe in? What do you stand for? Anchor it in, no matter what anybody says, to try to shake you away from that. If somebody is throwing the negative energy towards you, it is up to you to choose and say, no thank you, I don't want it. Where are you anchored in? That is the message for the month of March. When you make your divine intelligence your foundation, you finally have your North Star to follow, the fixed star to follow, that will bring in the ultimate happiness here and now. Here and now, not just enough for yourself, but for generations to follow in your line. Okay? This is here for you. So I send you many blessings, much love, and much light. This is Archana, and I will talk to you soon.